What's up, it's Nez, and hey friendos, welcome back to Monster Prom for the second term DLC. Today we're going after a special secret ending which some of you guys have been asking for. We're gonna go and try to date our eldritch waifu yet again. Let's go! 1 player. Second term. Short game. Ah, spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who are you? Let's play as... Green.
Yeah.
And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 8 most charismatic classmates. Scott Howell, 21. A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19. A sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Polly Geist, 22 question mark. A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Damien LeVay, 21. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love for fire. Liam DeLinecourt, 4XX. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was a truly lovable dork. Zoe, forever. An eldritch cutie who went from endless dating of the dark realms to ultimate fangirl. Calculester Hewlett-Packard 1.0. A library computer had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to the fullest. And Vera Oberlin, 23. A mean self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear, it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to choose them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever! All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. It's your chance to fix global warming, go ahead. It's time to be a real hero. I'll lead a mission to the sun in order to invite the sun to the party of its life. We'll have so many hilarious misadventures that the sun will eventually become cooler, winky face. Now the world is doomed, but I'll start investing in ships and start a profitable business for the soon to be covered by water world. Or, global warming isn't real, I invented it, and now science is claiming authorship because science is a lame copycat with no original ideas. Let's party with the sun. We punched it once, we'll party with it this time. You're elected president for a day, what's the first law you pass? $1 bills will now include a picture of me and the inscription, beware, too much awesomeness. My presidency might last a day, but my fame will last forever! Trivia fact, presidents don't pass laws. So is this a trick question or are you just being an idiot? You can deduct taxes by writing sonnets instead. Amount of taxes deducted are calculated based on the beauty of the sonnets. $1 bills with my awesomeness on it, please. So charming. Also smells fresh. School just isn't working out. Time to go stripping. What's your stage name? Fuckfest Triple Explosions. Max Pleasure Model 3000. Nikita Nipples. Duchess Henrietta Honeylips III. My name plus the naked. Kawaii Pussy Whoop. What criteria would you use to name your children? Something simple and friendly like Bobby and Mary. Meh, no name, it's just too much work. A non-heteronormative name that gives them the freedom to define themselves on their own terms. I will research for a name that is pun-proof and joke-proof. No one will pick on them. Just a swear word. Child and current version based on birth order. We'll go with a non-heteronormative name.
Sure.
And time for more Monster Prom, because that's what you guys seem to love the most about our channel. Week 1, morning. Where shall we hang out? Let's go outside to party. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how to escalate so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain 2 fun. You notice Liam off by himself, happily drawing some steamy hot yaoi. You head over to say hi, but Zoe beats you there.
Oh, hey.
Hi Liam, what you doing? Illustrating some erotic fanfic? Can I join you? No and no, you over-enthusiastic pursuer. For your information, what I am drawing is called yaoi, and it is not fanfiction, it is high art. I know what yaoi is, I have the internet too, but... But what? Isn't yaoi kind of, you know, problematic? Problematic? A thing that I'm doing? How could you ever think such a thing? Well, I don't know. I mean, I posted some yaoi online recently, and some people got really mad at me. They said it trivialized authentic gay relationships or something. I just wanted to explore the sexual dynamic between Liam and Damon in comic form. Okay, first of all, that is my storyline, and you have no right plagiarizing it. Second of all, I already told you that yaoi is high art, and high art is only problematic to cretins.
What?
But if it's high art, why are you drawing two Ninja Turtles giving each other hand jobs? It's called irony, leave me alone! You doubt Zoe will leave Liam alone until this disagreement is resolved, which means you've got your work cut out for you. But whose side do you support? Which purple person do we want to bang more? True, Zoe, yaoi can be problematic, but only when written through the dehumanizing female gaze of male-on-male love. Liam's gaze is unapologetically male, so there's no problem. Don't you see, Liam? Yaoi is a gluten of the art world. It is, but I'm gluten intolerant. I've been drinking strictly gluten-free blood since the early 20th century. Oh geez, this could be bad. Do you feel okay? Are you having an allergic reaction? I'm not allergic to gluten, you fool. I'm intolerant of it. The only allergic reaction I'm having is in my soul. Oh, that used to happen all the time to the minds of slaves in my unspeakable domain. We'd usually just eat the souls. But that might not be a good idea in this situation, which means there's only one thing left to do. Total fanfic overhaul. I'm in favor of any alternative solution that leaves my soul uneaten. Additionally, I relish the creative challenge. Together, Liam and Zoe create a new kind of yaoi that is just attractive men having fully clothed conversations about the weather. It becomes wildly successful on the internet because no one can find anything to criticize about it. You gain 2 creativity and 1 money in royalties. It's probably also on Wattpad. Anyway, week 1, noon.
Sure.
Who do we hang out with? We're going after Zoe, so obviously. You sit down with Zoe in calculus, sir. Zoe seems to have brought some fresh sanity today. That is, she has a screaming man strapped to the table and is currently siphoning his sanity out through his eye sockets. God, I wish that were me. Friend Zoe, I am afraid I must take issue with your current practice. What, eating? Eating in a manner which causes a human to repeatedly scream, "Kill me," while avoiding his bowels and bladder. It does not seem nice.
Are you for real?
Look, I was born this way, okay? Well, not so much born as ripped from the fabric of reality itself and animated with equal parts raw malice and the concept of despair. But still, don't judge me, Cal. I do not possess the necessary firmware to judge you, Zoe. I do, however, wish that you would find another way to attain sustenance. You can't stand to see these two at odds. Maybe you could convince Zoe to change her ways, or convince Calculesser that they don't need changing. Zoe, why don't you eat this vegan brownie I brought instead? It's probably way tastier than that guy's sanity. Or, come on, Calculesser, sanity isn't even one of the top 5 worst things Zoe could be devouring from this dude. Status skeptical. Please list 5 things worse to devour from this man than his sanity. Oh, that's easy. Deep-seated insecurities is one, poop is another, the crippling fear of death present in all mortals, pee, and worst of all, opinions. Are his opinions really that bad? Well, he's a prominent user on Reddit. Understood. Analysis complete. Sanity is an acceptable food substitute, compared to several things that are worse. Nice. It's like I always say, when life gives you lemons, compare those lemons to the all-consuming void. The void is way worse than a couple of lemons. You couldn't agree more, mostly because you're interested in smooching Zoe, but still. Sorry, Cal, we had to side with Zoe because we're totally boinking her again. Week 1, evening.
Sure.
Where do we go? To the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class plays, as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain 2 creativity. You see Zoe talking to Polly and Scott. You weigh your respect for privacy versus your insatiable ambition to smooch your classmates, and as always, there's a clear winner. And then I obliterated all population within the Nivalan realm, and to date most of their souls live within my body in utter despair.
Whoa.
Wozy, it sounds as if that you used to be a hella prankster back in the day. Yeah, I still remember what you 3 did last Halloween. Being spared from eternal doom is like,
A perk only reserved for full-time prank masters, not interns. Wait, no, Polly, Scott, take me with you. I don't want to die to Zoe.
You betcha, I was what you would call in this realm, the shit. But I don't know, that wasn't entirely me. I mean, it kinda was for endless millennia, but I never felt as myself as I feel now. Does that sound stupid? Nah, Zoe, a lot of queer people feel that way. It's totally not stupid.
Great.
No way! As cool as the gourd sounded, nothing is cooler than feeling happy with yourself. Word! Aw, guys. Nonsense! Fucking hell, Leonard! Oof, hey Leonard, anything to add? Of course! I overheard you talking about how precious it is for you to have turned from a disgusting huge thing into a high school girl. What a surprise! What? Yeah, now it's so hot to be a minority, am I right? An endless deity of despair that has turned into a girl? So brave, so unique, so bullshit! Leonard, at best you leave now. Change is so hot, huh? People changing their identities, my childhood cartoons changing their art style, Thor changing his gender, and even the climate is allegedly changing. What's next? Should we change our ideas? Should I change my clothes from time to time and lose my signature smell? Maybe, Leonard, you should change your state of living. From alive to dead. Maybe. No, and no! I, Leonard, shall be the last bastion of common sense before we, the majority, become the new minority. I will fight this fight by being super obnoxious and by reminding you that you're not brave at all. Just a pseudo girl that looks like the offspring of the hentai I watch at best. And you can't change my mind because I fucking hate change. You totally know Zoe is way capable of defending herself, but if she does, her wrath might damage reality itself. Also, standing by your friends is the right thing to do. So you defend change in terms that Leonard can understand. Can he understand anything? Leonard, but you only buy your video games once their prices have changed while in a sale. Or, Leonard, as you seem immune to rational thinking, I challenge you to a Pokemon duel in order to change your mind. On guard, Leonard, bring out thy Pokemon. Ha! What a noob! You stand no chances against me, the almighty Leonard, for I am the best at playing the video game Pocket Humans, better known as Pokemon for you fake fans. Apparently, you're also the best at unnecessarily long and overly expositive explanations. Shut up! And you, Nez, you're so helpless that I will let you choose the type of fight. You decide for your Pokemon fight to see who is the best at doing their taxes. Both Pokemon grab their best calculators and start going through all their yearly expenses, trying to be as creative as possible. Unfortunately, your Shigefumi Yoshi Yoshinari is so creative that he ends up going to jail for committing tax fraud, which disqualifies him from the duel. Oh no! Oh no, bro! Dang. You never stood a chance, you weak cuck! My Tobias Taxmaker Taxington's tax skills are unparalleled! You ask Leonard how he got such a strong finance-type Pokemon. Oh well, I got it when he was just a Toby Smith and trained him to maximize his tax branch of skills. When I finally married him in a progressive marriage with Rebecca Taxington, he changed his last name and evolved to Tobias Taxmaker Taxington. So, he evolved? Yeah, you spectral skank! He evolved as in achieving his ultimate form! Don't you know anything about Pokemon? So, evolved as in changed? Oh! Leonard got caught in a catch-22. What just happened? Nez got Leonard in his own pride and taught him a lesson through the language of Pokemon. Ooh, it sounds cool. It was definitely cool. Thanks, Nez. You all hug, and it's the sweetest hug ever. Later, in your secret lab, you distill the sweetness into 3 charm. We will always defend Zoe's honor. From little neckbeard pricks like Leonard.
Sure.
Week 2, morning. Where do we hang? Let's go to the bathrooms. That day, skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hang out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits, but you gain 2 boldness. Zoe is brushing her teeth, which takes a long time since she has many mouths when suddenly... Haha, foul monsters, prepare to die! A Ravi, the monster slayer, here to kill me? Long Eldritch Squeeing!
This is such an honor, you have like no idea.
What? What is happening right now?
I am such a huge fan of your work in the attempted murder of my classmates field. But I've always wondered, why do you always exclusively attack Damien and Liam?
Psst, Zoe, it's actually because she's lonely and wants to become friends with them. But she'll never admit that in public.
Is it some sort of forbidden lusty sexual tension thing? What? No!
Well, you guys did have a threesome that one summer.
If you're attacking me, does that mean you're into me too? OMG!
Listen, foul eldritch horror. You are hot and everything, but that's not the point. Demons and vampires are some of the oldest, most vile monsters there are, bringing terror to the rest of the world for centuries, and they must be destroyed. Werewolves are only dangerous some of the time. Ghosts do more haunting than murdering. Robots are off limits since they're outside the fantasy realm. Mer people are too busy terrorizing the air people for me to bother, and are Gorgons even monsters? Or do they just count as mythological creatures?
Wow, okay. This is all such good info to know for future fanfics about why your sexy times with Damon and Liam are so emotionally charged.
I'm not having sexy times with Damon and Liam!
But really, Miranda and Vera probably have higher body counts than Liam for sure, and they're at least equal to Damien's. I think maybe you need to develop new criteria for which monsters you hunt and which you don't. Besides, if you're only doing it based on what type of monster they are and not how much killing they do, that seems kind of racist, you know?
I don't know, Purple Girl. What I'm hearing makes some kind of sense, but it could be another one of your mind tricks. Isn't messing with people's minds kind of your thing? Is that you saying that or your prejudice?
Sure. Then how do I decide who to hunt? Oh, well,
helping someone figure out the best way to determine which one of your classmates to murder is kind of bleak. But Zoe's drawing a blank and you want to impress her, so go ahead, be your worst self. Make an online poll to let the world decide who to kill. Your priority should be to kill whoever makes the best key ingredient for the most delicious lasagna. I have no idea which one, let the world decide.
Yay, I love taking the choices to the fans. They're always right, you know.
Yes, the fans are always right.
Yes, then we can find out definitely what sort of monsters are causing the most harm to the world's population.
And wipe that scourge from existence. You quickly set up a poll and promote it on Vera's popular website, www.buzzfeedingontheheartsoftheweek.shutup. Before too long, you have 1 million votes and the results are in.
Yes, tell me who it is in the world who most needs ridding of. Tell me! Okay, so in third place we have Bofa. Bofa these nuts. In second place is Harambe. I don't know what that means. Continue. And then in first place is Bodie McBoatface. Bodie McBoatface, I knew it! I have long suspected that McBoatface was behind the disappearance of my brother Salil. Surely this confirms that. No time to waste. Wow, I guess the court of public opinion really is pretty unpredictable, isn't it?
Nah, that's pretty predictable. And chances are Slayer will give up on fighting McBoatface soon enough and return to chasing your classmates around. But in the meantime, 2 fun and 1 charm. Hooray! Week 2, noon.
Sure.
So, who do we hang out with? I'm thinking we buy an item from Shopkeep. Hi, stranger. It's been a while, nya. I've missed you. It's okay. You can look at my stuff, nya.
Right. I want some impractical yet kind of funny glasses.
Remember when these used to be cool, nya? Now they aren't, but they're so ridiculous that they're still fun in their own twisted way, nya.
See you later.
Yeah, who would want to save money for their college fund when you can spend it on weird stuff that's most likely useless? That's the spirit, nya.
We now have a lot of fun. Week 2, evening. Where shall we hang out? Let's go to class. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense and all the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain 2 smarts. Later you hear some discordant chants, so you got to see what's happening. Oh, Zigord, ruler of the Dark Realm, it's time to bring despair and doom back upon this dimension. Oh, hey guys! Long time no see!
Geez, stop it. For the last time, I'm Zoe now. Can't you respect that?
Is this a test our unholy awfulness? Are you testing our faith by forcing us to use false names? Our faith is strong, almighty Zigord. We will pass this test. Zigord is almighty, for it reigns the Dark Realms, and it will bring the void into this puny reality.
Ah! Hey, what's happening here? Stop it. Bad cultists, leave Zoe alone.
Vera smacks the cultists with a rolled up newspaper until they leave. Bad cultists, bad!
Thanks, V. They're the worst. Always calling me by that name, Zagord, referring to me as it. Sure, no problem. Hey broskies, we heard what those cult bros were saying. Is it true that you used to be that Zagord bro? I guess so, in a way. But bro, the cult bros told us everything about you. They said we were good cult material. Something about being pack-minded is a great start. But, why would you go from being a giant monster to a little girl? That's so weak. Oof, because I didn't feel like myself. It wasn't who I truly was. Humph, that sounds complicated. Don't listen to her. She's lying. She obviously did that shit for attention. God fucking damn it, Leonard, will you leave us the fuck alone? Now everyone changes their pronouns and identities just like their hats. You know what? I identify as an attack helicopter. You've seen what I did? A clever and original joke to prove I think something that's important to you is stupid to me. You can't handle my nuanced humor.
Aha. Hera says nothing. She just stabs Leonard.
Aw, that was sweet. Thanks again. Sure, you know, we're sisters, not sisters.
No, but really, why would you change all that? Like you also change your name, even your pronouns.
I really want you to understand, guys, but explaining it all the time is starting to feel like a chore, so... Anyone else? Don't look at me, my thing is stabbing.
So, it's your turn.
Let's not get angry at the Wolf Bros, guys. Let's educate them.
You know, Wolf Bros, you sometimes aren't born the way you truly feel like yourself. Like, you were born as individual werewolves, I guess, before becoming a wolf pack, or produce a dumb action blockbuster full of explosions that unexpectedly serves as a metaphor for the nuances of identity and transitioning. You guys were born one way and now you're a singular entity. It's kinda like that. No, don't remind us of those dark times. We had individual names, like Archibald. So, you felt like that too when you were the Zagord thing?
I mean, it's a bit more complicated than that. I changed my name to match the identity that felt truly like mine, and left that other one behind. And pronouns are important because it's another way to convey my identity. Being an it was tied to being an endless deity of despair, so I changed that. People change pronouns because language is important and defines our understanding of reality, guys.
That is exactly it!
Same way that some people prefer to go by they because they see themselves beyond the binary spectrum. But yeah, basically that. Yes, Zagord was like being a lone wolf and Zoe's like being a wolf pack.
Oh, we get it. Okay, we will try to remember that for next time.
Thanks. I mean, weird metaphor, but sure. If it helps for those ones to be a tiny bit more respectful, then I guess it's baby steps. Thanks you two for having my back. Sometimes it gets exhausting. Sure.
You go bowling all together and have lots of fun, especially because it's regular bowling and not death bowling. You all have a great time. Zoe is thankful to you and you gain 2 charm and 1 fun. Hooray! Week 3, morning.
Sure.
Where do we hang out? Let's go to the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to spectacular comeback. You're a clearly natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. Zoe's catching up on the latest development on Pirate Nez in her Spooky High Seas fanfic when suddenly a portal opens up. Oh, fucking hell.
Never fear, the Interdimensional Prince is here. I have come to claim my bride. Or husband, or non-binary life partner using the terminology of their choosing. The Interdimensional Prince? I love when he pops up. He always adds so much wacky drama.
We could actually use a few runs with no prince running around. A lot of people seem to want to boink the prince even though he has no secret ending. But I don't know, he just seems like a creepy nice guy disguised as a Bishonen to me. But anyway, wait a moment. Weren't you previously Eldritch Horror and subsequently trapped in a totem deity Zagord?
Yes, that was me.
You devoured my grandfather molecule by molecule, turning every atom of his existence into a million scarab beetles before crushing them and snorting their powdered corpses.
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. That's totally not me anymore.
No, it was magnificent. And now you are here, in the body of a high school girl, but of legal age to consent, which is exactly my type.
See what I mean when I say creepy?
Come, my beautiful devourer of worlds, be my horrific bride. Oh no, Zoe is such a Spooky High fan that she might actually agree to marry the prince just for fanfic purposes. Better stop this now. Be careful, Zoe has been married 17 times before and eaten every one of her spouse's minds. Why get married when you can bounce off this trampoline?
A trampoline? I love trampolines!
As do I, my blushing bride. I love whatever you love. That's how good relationships work, right? You just pretend to like whatever the other person likes until one of you dies. Whatever, here we go! The three of you run over to this trampoline that was in this location for some reason because spooky high, and begin to bounce.
This is more fun than tasting the fear seeping out of every pore of my trembling prey!
I can jump higher than you! I can jump higher than you! I can jump higher than... And at that moment, the prince jumps so high that he is swooped up by a giant falcon. A giant falcon that immediately flies into the engine of a jumbo jet plane. Yikes! That probably hurt, but it probably wasn't fatal. The prince is immortal, right? Or is he just interdimensional? It's hard to keep these things straight. Fuck it, he's probably fine. You gain 2 boldness and 1 smarts. You also get a gorgeous giant falcon feather that floats down from the sky. That's not usable in the game. But just be aware that for the rest of this run, you totally have a giant falcon feather in your pocket. That's gonna be useful. For shooing Leonard away, I guess. Week 3, noon.
Sure.
Let's hang out with Zoe again.
Calculus is enjoying a nice quiet lunchtime charge when Zoe interrupts his reverie with a question.
Hey, Calculaster! I'm making a quiz so students can figure out which spooky high vending machine they are. You're friends with the vending machines, right? I am friends with every person, friend Zoe. But like, are the vending machines people that you're friends with? That is a rather insulting question. Yes, vending machines are people, and yes, I am friends with them. Oh, so vending machines have feelings? Of course they have feelings. Which feelings? I do not know. I am a terrible friend.
No, Cal, you aren't.
Aw man, don't be sad. We can figure this out together for my quiz. But how can we talk to the vending machines about their feelings?
Ah, use pure logic, Cal. Vending machines seem to give away things when you put money into them. So put coins in and ask them about their feelings. Or just look up their manuals online. I love conducting obsessive online research on all my favorite topics, don't you, Zoe?
Well, we'll go with Cal on this one. He seems sad. This pure logic is sound. Vending machines have 1 input and 1 output. Let us use the input and scrutinize the output.
Is that a euphemism? That's definitely a euphemism. You go down the row of vending machines, stuffing coins into each and seeing what comes out.
Oh look, this one spit out an almond joy. This one seems to have dispensed almond sadness. And this one gave me almond help me. I'm trapped in this immobile shell selling sugar to high schoolers. Please kill me.
Whoa there, got dark.
Understanding of friends' feelings. Enhance.
You make a mental note not to buy any more candy from that 3rd vending machine. Calculus is delighted with you though, so it's all good. And now time for week 3, evening.
Sure.
Let's go to the auditorium. That day while rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel that you're not as good as the role requires you to be. There doesn't seem to be any ordinary way of getting yourself there, but there might be an extraordinary way. You summon the devil, one of many, to make a deal with and enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain 2 creativity, but you also lose 3 years of your life at the end of the deal, but who cares? They weren't happening in-game anyway. Wait, so you're saying it happens outside the game? Okay. Zoe approaches you looking full of joy and excitement.
Nez, Monster Prom is so close and I've started looking at dresses. Look at this one. Don't you think it'll totally highlight the sliminess of my tentacles?
Why yes, Zoe, your tentacles look marvelously shiny.
Stop right there, you purple-tentacled fake idiot! Oh, hi Leonard. You can wear as many dresses as you want, but that won't make you a real girl. You aren't fooling anyone. Dude, my identity has nothing to do with convincing anyone. I'm gonna wear a dress because I fucking want to. It's about me, not about you. It has everything to do with me. What if I finally meet a real gamer girl and she turns out to be an insidious trap like you?
Leonard, you're really pushing our buttons here.
Just wow. Shut up, you Zagordiot! Dead naming me and insulting me all in one word? Boy, that imaginary real gamer girl sure is lucky! I really try not to let jerks like you get to me, but sometimes I wonder if I shouldn't just turn your kidneys into rabid raccoons, if only to save people from listening to your harmful bullshit. Ah, that's offensive! You're attacking my freedom of speech! It's my freedom to insult people and make everyone miserable!
That is not what your freedom of speech is for if you've ever read any legal document.
Hey, noobs.
Hey noobs, what's up?
Ah, Damien, good thing you're here. Tell this stupid trap she can't stop us from insulting anyone or calling her Zagord or whatever you want to call her.
Damon carefully lights Leonard on fire.
You fucking SJW's always so offended by everything. Die!
And finally, the little fuck is out of our hair.
Wow, Damien, thanks. I thought for a moment you were joining him.
No, fuck. I might be an asshole, but I'm not a bigot. And struggling with defining yourself? That's harsh. Damn. Like, who should I be? A violent hell commander? A talented hairdresser? Sometimes I feel like the reason I'm so angry half of the time is because everyone is expecting me to be this or that, even myself. It's like, I don't know. I'm not good with words and I know your thing is different, but it's like... The whole endless despair deity is very mental, sure, but exploring your own truth and fighting to define yourself on your own terms? Fuck, Zoe, that's twice as metal. It's pretty damn admirable.
Damien.
Oh, our boy Damon is progressive, as he should be by having 2 dads. But before he can keep going on with this emotional moment, someone else appears. Zagord, our sacred awfulness, here you are, still trapped under this deceitful form. Let us perform a ritual to free you from that puny carcass.
Not again.
Do you want me to light them on fire too?
No, it's useless. They keep coming and coming. These idiots are by the thousands at least. It's my punishment for spending millennia torturing mortals, I guess.
Damien was all hot and sensitive back then, but now it's your time to shine. If you could only come up with a plan to make the cultists leave Zoe alone for good. What should we tell them? Cultists! Don't let this puny tentacled mortal girl deceive you! Zagord is really trapped inside this ancient totem. Or, you need something that satisfies their need for mindless adoration and pack behavior. Introduce them to K-pop! In this house we stand Blackpink! You pull up a BTS video on your phone and show it to the cultists. Well, okay, we can stand BTS too. What's this, puny mortal? Blood, sweat, and tears. Those are indeed 3 things we love. They silently watch the video clip. When it ends, they put it on again. And again. Who are these little creatures? They're so small, yet they're kind of majestic.
They are, aren't they? And look, those are more videos.
Oh!
And there are arcane unsolvable mysteries surrounding them too. Like who's the cutest of all of them?
Are they trapped inside this tiny totem?
Why yes, BTS is trapped inside a tiny totem. Yes, go spend all of your existence trying to solve how to free them. Leave me the fuck alone.
They don't answer. They're too busy choosing BTS pictures for their Twitter profiles. They disappear, still watching video clips while ceremoniously chanting the song's lyrics. Whoa, that's all it took to get rid of them for good?
Don't ever underestimate the power of K-pop, Damien.
You spend the rest of the day getting some ice cream together while showing Damien why K-pop is so kick-ass. You gain 2 boldness and 1 creativity.
Aw, we managed to defend Zoe's view of herself.
To prom we go!
Sure.
Hey Nez, I wanted to tell you again, thanks for everything. Sometimes it gets hard, with people being so hateful. I don't understand why most of the time. Hatred takes so much energy and it serves no purpose. But it's okay, I believe people can change, and each time I find acceptance it restores my faith in monster kind. I'm a girl, I'm at Spooky High, and I'm surrounded by people who love me. 1 minute here already feels better than countless millennia being a deity of despair. I think I'm living my best life.
Ah, and life continues. Lots of things happen. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, but it's all in all good because you and Zoe have each other. You sometimes get so focused on getting some monster ass that you forget that life is more than that.
I'm living my truth.
And you forget that even if they are criminals, arsonists, or dictators, these monsters are your friends. Sure, they have some pretty nasty flaws, but there's always time to change and grow. In the meantime, you're grateful to be on their good side and to create new memories together. Hey, that was super sweet! Nez is the best at impersonating a plate of spaghetti, and Zoe's quote, "I'm looking forward to the sequel." So am I! The devs said that the Kickstarter to Monster Camp is gonna start in a few months, so get your savings ready everyone, we can never have too much of Monster Prom! Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, batting for friendship, and learning who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened. And it was wonderful. Zoe's many years of researching obscure trivia about her steamy fanfics paid off. She got a job as a consultant at a company who makes fantasy sex toys based on beloved pop culture characters. So she works at Bad Dragon? Now she rakes in big bucks designing blueprints of stuff like the cock of the Demogorgon or the vagina of the Statue of Liberty. Polly took a summer job as a ghost of Christmas present. She spent most of her time partying. There was almost no work because, you know, it was summer. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy, because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mer Kingdom. For those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in this war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
You will see how we have fun alright when sunlight's gone and it's time for dark. The feelings to vanish. The fun is to flourish. Right on time, got your tokens, got your glass. Just try to loosen up your mind, get ready for a fiendish blast. The feelings to vanish. The fun is to flourish.
And that was this run of Monster Prom. What did you guys think of Zoe's transition? Leave your comments down below. And if you really enjoyed our video, like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Which secret ending should we go after next? Until then, my name is Nez, and thanks for watching. See you all next time. Bye, friendos!